Elon Musk just disclosed that on November 1st, Ripple XRP will reach $50,000. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) was recently instructed by U.S. Representative Brad Sherman to pursue cryptocurrency exchanges that supported Ripple's XRP coin. Nevertheless, in a recent interview with Fox Business reporter Eleanor Tourette, Sherman made yet another accusation against the token. Thanks for visiting World Crypto Finance. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. Do you believe that the XRP analysts are correct? Enter the solutions in the comments to win 10,000 XRP. One random subscriber will receive XRP coins at the end of the week. Check out the directions in the comments. XRP is all that is required to be written. Be sure to finish the video in order to like and subscribe. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, recently tweeted his displeasure at the rise in fraudulent bot activity on the well-known site. He also finds it unbelievable that he still needs to contact Twitter's help service to report his copycats. He also mentioned how many confirmed bogus accounts there are on Twitter. These bogus accounts go by the names of Gary House, Vitalik Buterin, Changpeng Zhao, CEO of Binance, and co-founder of Ethereum. The CEO of Ripple is still waiting for action, and a ton of fake accounts are exploiting the site to tweet about cryptocurrencies. He also posted the email from Twitter that he had received. A registered account is mentioned as not indicating a breach of their identification policy. Some crypt analysts and specialists have noticed these bogus cryptocurrency accounts, and Twitter bot responses in these accounts pretended to be Nant CEOs and posted spam on Twitter. False XRP tokens being distributed on Twitter using the name and image of wild Garlinghouses. The social media company is involved in a lawsuit against Elon Musk over the denial of a $44 billion takeover agreement, alleging that the Twitter bot data it provided was false. Musk is the richest man in the world, and the lawsuit stems from the rejection of the offer. It states that there are a great deal more phony accounts active on the site than the business anticipates. In a tweet on Saturday, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse claimed that as it continues to enforce regulations, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has forgotten about its obligations to consumers. Garlinghouse expressed fury at the SEC's regulating approach, saying that there is no regard for the businesses and individuals who have been damaged by this strategy. We ought to all be infuriated. To voice dissatisfaction that the Securities and Exchange Commission has nothing to lose by prosecuting the payment business, the SEC has obviously forgotten that government exists to serve the needs of its constituents. It is significant that the commission is funded by the government using tax money. And even though the personnel has nearly doubled in the past few months, the commission has recently hoped to acquire additional funding to grow its Bitcoin control section. 2020 December. Because XRP is an unregistered security, the SEC has filed a lawsuit against Ripple and two of its executives. Despite the SEC's main responsibility to safeguard customers, the XRP community expects that the judge will hear the views of both XRP owners and organizations that use XRP in their operations, because there is reason to believe that XRP holders and businesses using XRP and XRP Ledger in the United States have lost the most in this legal dispute. Currently, two businesses have already submitted court documents demonstrating the value of XRP in their brief remarks. After nearly 2 years of litigation, everyone anticipates that the issue will soon be resolved. Garland, in accordance with House, a choice will be made in the first quarter of 2023. Since 95% of the company's clients are not in the USA, this will have little effect on how things are now run. A tweet from Crypto Laws claims that two more significant market participants have chosen to back Ripple in its legal battle with the SEC. In addition to filing an amicus brief in court, Philip Goldstein and I have access to a network of attorneys of investors' choosing. Goldstein is also one of the co-founders of Bulldog Investors. The primary investments of this private fund are in closed-end funds, small-cap operating businesses, and SPOC. A nonprofit law company called ICANN promotes access to markets for disadvantaged investors and businesspeople. Additionally, it says in the paper that Goldstein has previously sued the SEC. He and I are both qualified to speak for market participants' interests generally and in the specific context of Ripple and the securities regulator. Additionally, a legal professional who represents both Goldstein and the SEC drafted the amicus opinion for submission. Robert Goldstein. The document asserts that the SEC has a propensity to enlarge its authority beyond what is permitted by law. The parties encouraged the court to grant the defendant's request for a ruling in the streamlined procedure while presenting the document. The new amicus report aims to clearly state why the SEC's attempts to regulate cryptocurrencies and other digital assets constitute an unethical and improper use of regulatory authority. The U.S. Securities Commission had previously requested that Judge Torres rule against Tap Jets Inc. and iRemitting, who submitted amicus papers in support of Ripple in his move for a summary judgment. They were nevertheless permitted to carry it out. In their submissions, both businesses emphasized the significance of XRP for their businesses. iRemit, which is based in the Philippines, largely relies on Ripple, OTSL, and XRP for simple and affordable transactions. And TapJet emphasized that XRP is essential to its business model since it enables you to rapidly and continuously book flights. The SEC filed a lawsuit in December 2020 stating that both Ripple Labs and two of its senior executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Christopher Larson, were offering XRP for sale as an unregistered security. Judge Torres' recent order to produce Hinman's records recently caused some uncertainty, but attorney Jeremy Hogan on Twitter explained it. Brad Garlinghouse just stated that he anticipates the case to be resolved by the second half of next year. A little update on the case of Ripple v. Secretary. I observed some misunderstanding. Therefore, on September 29th, I tweet. Judge Torres overruled the SEC's arguments to releasing the Hinman emails, but she did not specify a deadline for doing so. Determining that Ethereum is not a security in his 2018 speech, District Judge Torres on September 29th dismissed the SEC's objections and ordered her to turn over Hinman's data. Jeremy Hogan emphasizes an important fact. Despite not providing a date, the judge ordered the SEC to turn over the emails, and it is up to that party to challenge the judge's ruling in court. And he claims that if the SEC wants to revisit the judgment, which is still doubtful, it will likely take approximately 60 days or even more. The SEC should have filed a move to challenge Judge Torres' ruling regarding the SEC's objections to human documents yesterday, October 13th. According to attorney James K. Feeling, Hogan thinks that if the SEC challenges the ruling, it might take longer to review Hinman's communications. This is consistent with James K. Feeling's earlier assertion that the SEC would employ a number of procedural gimmicks to further stall the release of records for him and company. Hogan allayed worries about the case's